Look at what a single bucket of emergency food costs you right now. $3,300 for a 1-year supply from the big preparedness brands. That is the real number. That is what they print on the box. And the headline on that bucket is 25 years of shelf life. 25 years. No refrigeration. Ready when everything else fails. What they never tell you is where those 25 years actually come from. It is not their food. It is not some patented recipe. It comes from two things you can buy yourself for a few dollars: a foil bag and a small packet of iron powder. Welcome to the Survival Research. If you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and the bell. This is where we dig up what the industry buried in plain sight. The foil bag is called a Mylar bag. The packet is called an oxygen absorber. Together, they do one simple thing. They remove the air. No oxygen means no rancidity, no mold, no insects, no slow rot. That is the entire science behind every 25-year survival kit sold today. Let me show you exactly how the markup works. A 1-year emergency supply from one major brand sells for $3,359. A 5-gallon Mylar bag holds about 30 pounds of white rice. One bag, one oxygen absorber, sealed shut with a clothes iron. The bag costs about $3. The absorber costs under $1. Stop for 1 second and let that land. Everything in this video costs between $1 and $5 in materials. The 5-gallon bag, the oxygen absorber, the bucket, the food in bulk. It is all in the suppressed file, step by step, every size, every amount, every source. Scan the QR code on your screen or hit the first link in the description and get it now. Let me keep going because the how matters as much as the why. $3 and change for 30 pounds of food that lasts 25 years. The companies are not selling you preservation. They are selling you the bag. Still watching? Then you already see what most people pay thousands to miss. The shelf life they sell you was never theirs to sell. It belongs to a foil bag and a packet of rust. That is the file the survival food industry hates. Scan the QR code on your screen or hit the first link in the description and get it now. Now stay with me, because the next piece is where it all clicks. Here's the first piece, the bag that does the real work. A Mylar bag is polyester film bonded to a thin layer of aluminum. That aluminum layer is what blocks oxygen, light, and moisture. A box of 10 5-gallon bags runs about $30 online. That is $3 a bag, rated to hold air out for over 25 years. You do not need a machine to close it. A regular clothes iron or hair straightener seals it shut in seconds. Here's the second piece, the packet that kills the clock. An oxygen absorber is a tiny sachet of iron powder, salt, and a trace of water. The iron reacts with the oxygen trapped inside the sealed bag and turns it to rust. That reaction pulls almost all the air out from the inside. A 5-gallon bag needs about 2,000 cubic centimeters of absorber that costs well under $1 per bag when you buy them in bulk. This is the exact same chemistry sitting inside the $3,000 bucket. Same iron, same reaction, same result. 1/1000th of the price. Here is the third piece, knowing what you can actually store. This is where most people quietly fail, and nobody warns them. The method only works on dry goods under 10% moisture. White rice, dried beans, pasta, oats, white flour, salt, sugar. Those store for 20 to 30 years. Verified, not marketing. Now hear me clearly, because this part is not optional. Never seal high moisture food with an oxygen absorber. Damp food in a sealed, low oxygen bag can grow the bacteria behind botulism. No meat, no fresh produce, no anything moist. Dry staples only. That single rule is what separates safe storage from a hospital trip. Now let me show you how it all connects. Every piece in this video follows one pattern. A result, the industry charges hundreds or thousands to deliver. A material that costs a few dollars online or at any hardware store. And a reason they never taught you. When you seal it yourself, there is no invoice. A 5-gallon bucket of rice you build costs under $20 in food. The same calories in branded freeze-dried pouches cost many times that. The bag, the absorber, the bucket. None of them require a company. All of them have been billed to you as if they did. Let me be honest about the limits, because that matters more than hype. This does not replace everything. Freeze-dried meals are lighter and faster to cook. If you want gourmet variety in a crisis, the kits do offer that. What this replaces is the $3,000 price tag on basic survival calories. It does not store water. It does not store fresh food. It is dry staples only. And it demands a cool, dark, dry place because heat cuts shelf life in half. Store it above 70 degrees Fahrenheit and your 25 years starts shrinking fast. Now think about what you actually have when this is done. A wall of buckets in a closet. Rice, beans, oats, flour. Each one sealed against air, light, moisture, and time itself. Built for the cost of one branded bucket, not 24 of them. That is the difference between renting security and owning it. You already saw the price of a 1-year kit, $3,000 and change. The question is whether you keep paying that or you build the same thing for a fraction. The companies will keep printing 25 years on the label. The label was always true. They just made sure you would never find the $3 version. What your grandparents preserved by hand, the industry repackaged and marked up 1,000 times. The science was always there. Now you have it. If this opened your eyes, subscribe and share it with someone still paying full price. Every share keeps this out of the vault they tried to lock it in. The next file is already open, and what is inside is heavier than this one.